There we go. We are live in living color. Go ahead and let everybody know we are live. We are live. If you are unmuted, let us know where you're calling in from. If not, go ahead and keep the integrity of the call. You might have some background noise there. Hey, Grace, we see you, Grace. So go ahead and let us know where you're calling in from. We're super duper excited. We have a beauty and Bitcoin affair tonight. Let me tell you. Call all your estheticians, your eyebrow lady, like your weaveologist, your nail girl, like your nail technician. This is a beauty and Bitcoin affair. I'm talking all those bossed up billionaire beauties. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. This is definitely a call for the serious and not for the curious. I'm so super duper excited to be launching this today. It is literally, the timing could not be more perfect. We are blooming in June and we are definitely beautifying ourselves, but not just ourselves, also our bank accounts. So go ahead and let people know that we are live, we are live, we are live. And let's see where everybody is calling in from. I know that the beauty industry is a global industry, right? But we have something else that is global and is also exponential, which we're going to get into. We're definitely going to get into 100% of the facts. So we're literally going to start in a couple moments. Make sure. Let me just let everybody know that we are live. What's next? Franchise enterprises. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, okay. Let's let everybody know we are live and live in color. Bitcoin, baby. Hey, why does everybody want some Bitcoin? Like, what in the Bitcoin is going on? Let's get rid of this. Cut that. Apply. Hey. There we go. One more place. Let me tell you, multiple streams of income, multiple platforms, multiple devices. It's just a multiple kind of affair in 2021. Okay, one more. Let's see real quick. Hey. So you literally got 1 more minute, just under 1 more minute to go ahead and let everybody know that we are live and live in color. Okay. Okay. You know how to pay me. They ask me for my Addy, know my digits, they be crazy. Let's go. Paste. In every day. All I want for Christmas is some Bitcoin, baby. They call me Bitcoin, man. Yeah, you know where to find me. Somewhere on the internet. I don't know what's happening today, but there's been some, I don't know, from IG going down. I don't know what in the weird today. Okay. It's gonna let me do this. Bear with 1 moment, guys. Go ahead and let everybody know we are live. Introduce yourself. Let us know who you are and where you're calling from as you guys come on in. The lines are unmuted. Your voices can be heard loud and clear. Who's out there?
Well, we got Odia, aka Miss Break Bread, in the house. I'm ready to grow richer day by day. Let's go, team, and let's shut it down for beauty and Bitcoin. I am done speaking, Miss Break Bread.
All right.
No, that's right, Miss Break Bread.
This Miss Jamila from the Shy. Trying to learn.
Chi-town in the house. It's a hot coin city. It's a hot coin somewhere in the city.
That's right. Trying to get this money.
Okay. All right. Okay, so this is a special day. Let me give you guys some visual. Make sure you guys can see. Okay, dokie. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's get into this conversation. Greetings and blessings. Happy Monday. Happy Money Monday. Happy Money Making Monday. For those that don't know, it's definitely been a Money Making Monday here in the Rich University Palace. And we have a special event for you guys today. This is the official launch of Beauty and Bitcoin. Beauty and Bitcoin. Before I even get into that billionaire beauty conversation, I want you guys to do something. If you guys have got a smartphone, just drop a 1 in the chat. If you've got a smart device or a laptop, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. You're definitely going to turn that phone into a money-making machine tonight, and I'm going to show you guys how. Before we even get into the conversation, I want you to download pocketoption.com. Pocketoption.com. You can get that. Let's put it right here, or someone can drop it in the chat. Let's see. So if you guys are on a laptop, I want you to go to pocketoption.com. If you guys are on a smartphone device, what you're going to do is go to your app store and go to PO Trade, okay? PO Trade. I want you guys to do that for me in the background. Let me know when you have Pocket Options on your laptop browser, and you're going to select demo. When you've got that, drop P's in the chat. When you've got PO Trade on the phone, drop P's in the chat also, okay? These are 2 tools that this is going to be your access. Now, we're going to show you how people are getting the bag, particularly in the beauty industry today, okay? So let's get into this conversation real quick. I've got quite a few beautiful, amazing, bossed up beauties to bring to the forefront. But the beauty industry is huge, guys. I don't know if you realize how big the beauty industry actually is, right? But it generates a huge amount of income. You know, it's the one industry, even in a recession, that continuously goes up. Yes, even in a recession, even in lockdown, people were still sneaking out to go and get their hair done. I know I was one of them. People could not live without their hairstylist. People could not live without their, their nail tech, their beautician, all of those things. And as you can see on the screen, 106.4 million was generated just last year alone inside this beauty industry. So as you can see, it's definitely a money magnet. It's definitely an industry that obviously is going to attract bosses, people who are business owners, people who, have that creative flair, but also about that bag. And today is no different. So I'm going to take you guys on a journey. I want you guys to just understand something right here, because the information that you're going to see today and the people that you meet are definitely people who've learned how to compound their interest. They're doing this with digital assets. They're doing this, when you're sleeping, when they're even sleeping. And the truth of the matter is, most people are not aware what compounded interest is. Just like Einstein said, he who understands it earns it, but he who doesn't understand it pays it, right? If you don't understand it, then you probably pay it in student loans. You probably pay it in credit card bills. You probably pay it in your mortgage payments, or, drop ones in the chat right now if you've got either a credit card bill that you pay, a mortgage that you pay off, some kind of loan that you've taken out that you're currently paying off, right? Well, you pay back more than you borrowed. Okay, you pay back more than you borrowed. You borrowed a certain amount, but every single month the interest compounds and you actually pay back a higher rate. Well, do you know that you can actually have this work in your favor? That you can actually have an amount of money that you put into an asset and have the returns compounding in your favor, meaning your money is growing, right? Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Well, I'm going to take you guys on that journey, but before we even get into it, I want you to meet this amazing, beautiful, bossed up queen, somebody that has been a part of this rich community for the past few months, and I'll let her tell you her story and why she said yes to being rich and what attracted her being, a hairstylist extraordinaire. And it's my pleasure to bring to the forefront today Chi-Town's finest, Miss JAMILAH, JFL Hair. Let's go.
Hey, how are you?
Doing?
How's everybody? Can you see me? I don't even know if you can see me.
Okay, let me make sure that everybody's got visual real quick. Let me start this share. There you go. Let's pin you and I'll pin me next. So how are you doing this evening? What time is it out there in Chi-Town?
Right now it's about 5:13, still sunny, so it's still waking hours. It's a good Monday, right? The day after Father's Day. Shout out to all my kings out there because they did the thing yesterday.
Amen. Summertime in the shy. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Let me go ahead and make sure that the lines are muted out. Guys, if you guys are not saying anything, I want you to go ahead and keep your lines muted just for the integrity of the call. Thank you so much. So Queen Jamilah, how long have you been rich for? What made you say yes?
Well, for me, I've always loved what I do, you know, doing hair and being in the hair beauty industry as an educator, as a stylist, as a salon owner. I've been happy with what I do, but I don't have a lot of time. And so a lot of like free time for sure. And so a lot of things that attracted me to this company was it gave me an option to learn how to make money away from what I'm doing and also on my time. So I'm able to actually trade instead of spending my time to make money. I can make my money allow free time for myself. And so that attracted me to it. And then it became about educating myself, about learning the different ways that you can trade foreign currency, which was foreign to me. And so I appreciated that education, that tool. And now, even when I'm not working, I can jump down on Hugo's Way, or I can jump down on my MetaTrader 4 account.
Ooh, girl, you talking weapons right now.
And I just start, you know, just trading a little bit of money, you know, and it's like, I just made $40 last night. I just put a trade in with Bitcoin, BTC over USD, and made $40.
Wow.
And I went to sleep. You know, I was like, I put it in. I said, okay, reading the charts, learning to understand, you know, how to buy and or sell to make money. Went to sleep, woke up, I had $40 blue. So I was happy.
Wow.
You know, those little things add up. So
on a holiday.
Me, exactly, on a holiday. So I'm like, for me, it was just an option to learn how to grow the resources that I already had. Excuse me, my dog. Don't do it, Zena.
It's okay. I see you're a mogul. I love it. So you're a business owner, you're, you know, a mommy mogul, and you're currently learning how to employ your money as well.
Absolutely.
Did you have prior experience being, you know, in a hairstylist? You know, obviously you trained, right? You say you teach that now as well. You know, so you had to go through a certain process to get, you know, whatever accreditation, you know, build up your experience and everything in the industry, right? So in a space like this, what accreditation did you need to get started? What experience did you have before you got started?
Oh, I had zero experience, zero. What I had was my entry fee. And I mean, and that was something like when I got introduced to the company, I was sitting down at the Palms restaurant having a very grandiose meal. And I spend money to eat because I like to eat well. And the lady that was talking to me was just like, you're about to spend $300, $400 on this meal. And once you eat it, it's gone, it's over. She was like, now you can spend, you know, $300 to educate yourself and learn how to make $3 million. And I'm just like,
wow.
Yeah, that made sense real quick.
Right. Well, let me show let me show you guys what we're talking about, because I understand that, you know, sometimes I can show you better than I can tell you, right? You know, this sounds like something idealistic. Also, almost sounds like something like wasn't really available to us, and you know, with good reason. So let me see if I can get this on the screen real quick so you guys can see. Just to give you guys a little bit of a journey, take you guys on a little bit of a journey. So you already should have downloaded your apps, right? Awesome. So I told you about, you know, compounding interest. I told you about compounding your interest. I told you that's how people are growing their money. But how is that so? You know, Jamilah just told you that she actually was in a trade. I'm not sure why it's not bringing it bigger on the screen. Never mind. Hopefully you guys can see, right? You should be able to see that it's not enlarging. However, this is something that many people are doing in this industry, in this market. They're taking small amounts to large amounts. They're compounding their interest, just like the example you see on the screen of a penny that doubles every day for 30 days. You see, this is the power of compounded interest, that it starts as a small amount and you're able, just with simple math, simple percentages, using tools, resources, you know, getting the proper training to know exactly what to do to increase your money. And this penny that started off as a dry old penny, day 2, it was 2 pennies, day 3, it's 4 pennies, 4, 8 pennies. Look, even up to day 5, we're not even impressed with this penny. I would say even right up to day 8. No one's not impressed about $1.28, right? But you see on day 10, something unique happens. This penny turns into $5 whole. And now it's $5. It even grows quicker to $10, $20, $40, $80. By the time you get to day 20, you've already got $5,000. How is this possible? How is money compounding in your favor? Well, the truth is, you see day 30, it turns to 5 million. The truth is, a lot of things are smart these days. You got smartphones, you've got smart homes, you know, you've got smart watches, but a lot of people, their money is still dumb. Their money still ain't smart, right? Their money is still antiquated. It's still a part of an old depreciating system. You know, if anybody knows anything about the US dollar, it's been depreciating for about 100 years. Every single year, your buying power decreases and everything else goes up. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've realized that grocery shopping, maybe a $50 grocery shop, a $100 grocery shop, you're spending the same amount of money, but it feels like you're getting less, right? You know, from one year to the next. Don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, but that's something that I definitely realize, you know, when I'm, you know, shopping, that I'm getting less bang for my buck. And why do you think that is? Well, inflation is going up 13% a year. So what's happening is that you're actually getting blockbusted out of the game. What do I mean blockbusted out of the game? Who remembers Blockbuster? Anyone remember what Blockbuster was? Because this currently doesn't exist. It was something that when I was growing up, and I don't want to tell my age, shout out to, you know, all my 80s babies and all that. But this was something that was where we used to go to do film. If we wanted to do film, we would go to what we call the video shop, right? And we would get a VC. You guys can hear me? We would get a video and we would watch the film. But today, who knows what this is? Because just like your money is going digital, so did your film. So did your film. Enter Netflix, right? Everybody knows about Netflix and chilling. This is where you would go if you wanted to watch a movie. The same with your music. You know, no longer do we listen to CDs, 8-track tapes. Only maybe within the last 5-10 years, this has completely changed and everything has gone digital. Well, something else, what has gone digital, which we're talking about today, is actually your money. You know, digital real estate is now something that you can acquire, you know, something that you can actually have digital assets where your money is compounding. And that's what I want to show you guys today. So I'm going to segue real quick. And if, let me see really quickly. I want to show you how you learn about all this stuff, because if you want to learn about something, you go to school, right? You go to school. And people go to all different kinds of school, but you go to where you can get the best education for what it is that you want to learn. So I'm going to take you into what we call our I Am Mastery Academy. Even before I do that, I don't know if anybody knows what Bitcoin is and knows how much one Bitcoin is worth today. Anybody heard of Bitcoin? Drop these in the chat if you've ever heard of Bitcoin. That's definitely, you know, something that we want to focus your energies on, because this is the biggest digital asset class of our time. Today, 1 Bitcoin would cost you, it's actually on a mega sale right now. 32,000 for 1 Bitcoin. This is phenomenal, guys. This is the asset that when it came onto the market 11 years ago, it was worth less than a penny. And there's literally people inside our rich community that spent as little as $10 on Bitcoin just 10 years ago when we were listening to CDs and going Blockbuster. They spent $10 on Bitcoin. And today they're a millionaire. They've made over 3 million just from a $10 investment. That's the power of compounding your interest. And for those who think, okay, well, I haven't got 32,000, like I said, somebody took $10, right? You can start as little as $10. But we just don't want to tell you, you know, we want to go take you on a journey. We want to show you how you actually know what to do and when to do this, because timing is everything. As you see, Citibank analysts, the same places that you go and bank with, they're actually letting you know that they project Bitcoin by the end of the year to be 300,000. 300,000. Now you can see why this is attracting bosses, you know, such as JAMILAH and such as some of the other people that I'm going to bring to the forefront in just a moment. You see, if you are business minded, if you understand basic supply and demand, if you understand, you know, basic appreciation, things that increase in value, you may think of stocks, you know, you may think of things like that, even the housing market, real estate, right? But the great thing about Bitcoin is that overall it's going up, but we also have ways to make money on it when it's even in its pullback, you know, when it's going down, etc. So before I go any further along, I do want to show you on the inside of our academy, but I do want to bring someone very, very special to the forefront. This is a beauty and Bitcoin special after all. And who else than somebody who definitely has maximized her assets, become a 7-figure earner in this realm, you know, of digital space, in this realm of Bitcoin and other assets, but started their career in the beauty industry as, you know, a hairstylist, having their own salon, and always was a business-minded person. So much so now, when they saw Bitcoin, they said, oh, listen, I'm gonna be the Bitcoin mommy in this piece. You know, I definitely like my numbers big. You know, I really, you know, want to leverage my clientele. I want to leverage the things I have access to. So you guys have us in for a special treat, because we have on the line none other than the rich CEO, you know, award-winning, lifetime achievement award-winning from Barack Obama, you know, for entrepreneurship and outreach. Do we have Dr. CHYNA BETHLEY on the line with us today?
Hey, Miss UK. I am here. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clearly.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. First of all, I am so loving the title of this, Beauty and Bitcoin. It's just, I have a personal connection to both of those. And so thank you for hosting such a phenomenal space. And to everybody that's here, that's in the beauty industry, I'm so excited about this, because I remember UK. I can remember being in a beauty salon. I can remember not having what my mom really wanted me to have so badly, which was a traditional job. And traditional jobs gave them like retirement funds and things that they was going to set up, or at least they thought that they were going to have good retirements, but they at least had a plan right in place, something in place that they could look forward to. And we didn't have that. We definitely made some good money in the beauty industry. I totally still love beauty to today. But you know, Beauty and Bitcoin is a beautiful collaboration for all of the hairstylists that's out there. I can tell you right now, in between clients, whether they're under the dryer or whether you're shampooing or whether business is slow, you can literally take out your phone in the midst of doing this and press some buttons by having access to our community and make money. So UK, I think it was absolutely just ingenious and brilliant for you to put the two worlds together. And I'm super duper passionate about helping entrepreneurs, but specifically in the beauty industry, to learn how to maximize what they really enjoy doing, what they're passionate about doing, and allowing their money to go to work for them. And so I'm excited to be here. I'm excited about the launch of so many of your businesses that you are maximizing right now. I'm excited that more and more people are having this conversation. My goal has been to really normalize the wealth conversation and now the wealth reality in the communities of women of color and minorities. And so you guys being here from different cities and states and different countries is really just a testament that the word is really getting out. People are a lot more hungry than they were before about financial literacy. And I believe our goal has been to really make it fun, to make it attractive, to make it sexy to what it is that we're doing. I see JAMILAH's in the house as well. And so if you're a hairstylist, if you're a barber, if you're in beauty, I just want to see who you are. I always like to acknowledge who I'm speaking to on the line. Just drop B's in the chat. Maybe you're a makeup artist, put some M's in the chat, just so I can see what it is that you do. Just type out what it is that you do. It looks like some beauty hairstylists are in here. JAMILAH, we see you. Congratulations on launching your business and being intentional with this information. The reason that we decided to do this on today, because I don't know if they still do this now, but when I was doing hair, we didn't do hair on Sundays and Mondays. That was like our day off. That was our weekend, because of course, Friday and Saturdays, we were jam-packed. And so Sunday and Mondays was the day off. And so because we've dedicated this to, you know, hairstylists or anybody in the beauty industry, whether you're a barber, whether you're an esthetician, whether you're a makeup artist, or whatever you do beauty, we wanted to make sure that you had the time and attention to listen to this. What I can tell you is that this industry at large with group economics has really allotted me an opportunity to make my first million before I was 30. This industry is what actually retired me from the beauty industry. I didn't think that I was going to retire as soon as I did. I didn't even know that I wanted to, but I did know that I was a bit frustrated with the fluctuations of my income. At the time, I thought that I had some pretty good systems in place, but the economy was really affecting my income and I wasn't making as much money. I couldn't really, you know, gauge how much money I was going to make. It may be a little bit different now, but this industry that I'm in now allowed me to make my first million. And it's not because that was necessarily my goal. I got involved in the industry of group economics because I was looking to make more money. My money was really inconsistent. My clients were being hit financially because at the time we were going through a bit of a recession. And a lot of my clients, they were in the real estate industry, whether their husbands were contractors or whether they were, you know, interior decorators lawyers or whether they were real estate agents, they all were being affected financially. And so, you know, as much as they enjoy getting their hair done, they definitely cut that expense out really quickly. And so I found myself having clients that was regular, consistent clients not being able to come, and I was hustling. So I was looking for something, and I was introduced to a concept that I never thought that I would do. And it was the best decision I ever made. And one of the reasons that I believe that getting involved in group economics more now than ever is because the conversations that we're having inside of our masterminds are not the type of conversations that are being talked about on social media. It's not the type of conversations that we could even really talk about in the beauty salon, because most of us didn't have that level of access to elite information. You know what I'm saying? We talked about a lot of things, but usually hairstylists, you guys know, there's no limit to the conversation. I remember being, you know, praying for my clients. I remember sometimes being their counselors. I remember sometimes going home with the stress of whatever they were dealing with on my shoulders, so much so that I started to suffer with anxiety so bad, and I didn't even realize that it was connected. And I remember one day being in the salon, and it was a barber. He literally prayed for me. He said, you got to release that. When they give you that, go ahead and give it right to God. Don't be going home with all that stress, you know. And sometimes I would even reduce the price for them because I would feel so bad about what they was going through in their life. I'm like, oh, well, you know what? It's on me this week. But the truth is, they were still shopping in their malls. They were still buying the things that they wanted to buy. They just wanted a release. So what am I saying? We didn't talk about economics. We didn't talk about ways that we could develop wealth together. We didn't talk about hidden wealth secrets. We didn't talk about the fact that we're at the beginning of a brand new era right now, and that Bitcoin is literally changing everything. Guys, let me tell you something. The last time we saw something as big as what we have right now was when the internet first came out. And those of you who remember the internet in 2000, I'm going to say even 1999, 1998, I remember my mom, she was so like nervous, thinking that the computers wasn't going to transfer over. She took all her money out the bank. Why? Because most people were thinking so small about the internet that they not only feared it, they could not understand it would be to the magnitude that it is right now. But the reality of it is the internet came and changed the way we did everything. And now we can't even imagine a world without it. And so when I say that we're at the beginning of a brand new era, that simply means that right now, like Bitcoin is changing everything. And it's not just Bitcoin, it's cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, it's NFTs, it's the blockchain. This is the financial revolution that we pray for. One of the reasons that I'm so passionate about this is because what I know is that nobody's coming to our schools and nobody's coming to our communities to teach us this. No one. No one's coming to teach this to us. No one's coming to make sure that we have a piece of the pie. No one's coming to make sure that we have access to this information. No one's coming to make sure that we have our wallets that we don't need banks for to acquire this cryptocurrency. Nobody's doing that. And so if you are not eager, if you're not aggressive, if you're not urgent, this stuff will be right in front of your face and you will never know what it is. That's why it's called a hidden wealth secret. Now it's hidden in plain sight. So here's what we're doing. We're looking for some bosses. We're looking for entrepreneurs. We're looking for go-getters. We're looking for people that are hungry, that may really love what you're currently doing right now, but you know you need to scale up quickly. Why? Because things are changing at the speed of thought. We cannot predict what's the next pandemic, what's the next situation, or whatever's going to happen that's going to cause the masses of people to have to depend on the government. And we don't want to be in a predicament or a situation where we have to. And so what we're saying is this. I can tell you right now, in the beginning of 2000, we were actually in London. For those of you that are in the United Kingdom, big shouts out to you. We actually found out about a pandemic while we were in London. And so big shouts out to you guys over there. I love that our business is global, right? But 2020 was a phenomenal year for us. Most of the world started to do what we were doing. Most of the world started to work from home. We were already working from home. Most of the world was introduced to Zoom sessions like this. We've been on Zoom for the last 3 to 5 years, right? And so what am I saying? I'm telling you guys that things are changing at the speed of thought, and now it's time for you to find your tribe. Now it's time for you to think bigger than you've ever thought before and position yourself into masterminds like this that have access to group economics. So I just wanted to hop on in here. We have some huge things that are happening right now. You know, we love to travel. I know most of the world is starting to open back up. And if you're looking for a way that you can literally take pennies and grow them into dollars, take dollars and grow them into hundreds, and take hundreds and grow them into thousands of dollars, UK is going to show you exactly what that looks like, how we're literally sitting at home, pressing buttons on our phone, how could somebody in beauty and marketing go into finances and financial literacy? Is because I enjoy making money and I enjoy making a lot of it. And when I realized that I can hire my money to make money for me, oh, it was on and popping. So if you're business minded, this is going to be for you. If you're looking to become an investor, this is going to be for you. And if you're just ready to win and find your tribe, this is absolutely going to be for you. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it right.
Yes, absolutely. Just one more thing before you go, Dr. China. Like, there's something that I noticed about hairstylists, about, you know, salon owners, you know, from Jadonna, Jamilah, Crystal, April, all of these ladies came in and they came in with so much fire. They were just, you know, moving, ready to move. You know, we spoke about the group economics of it all. And I know that just as you spoke about, you know, you got your start in the hair industry. And that was actually, you know, when you got into this industry, you were able to make your first million before 30. And all of you amazing, beautiful bosses on the line, I don't know, Dr. China, if you want to kind of just speak to why you think why it's so perfect for our industry, the group economics of it all, you know, just like you said, the things that are being discussed, us being able to get the message out, you know, to our communities. When I'm in a hair salon, so many different walks of life come through there, you know, selling and hustling and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, I just want to let these ladies know, and want you to let these ladies know kind of what they have in the palm of their hands, and, you know, why this is just the perfect time for it.
Absolutely. I think that's so good. You know, I didn't think about it like this, but I do realize now I could attribute a lot of my success and even being able to make $1 million faster than I thought I would have. I mean, I had goals to become a millionaire, but I didn't know the how, you know, and sometimes we could really miss our blessings because we assume that it's supposed to be packaged a certain way. I assumed that I didn't know how I was going to make $1 million. I just knew I was supposed to be successful and I was looking for ways to do it. But I would have never thought the way that I became ultra successful in this particular area that it would have been that way. And so I believe it had a lot to do with the fact that I was in a beauty salon. And so when I was introduced to having access to networking and group economics and really identifying what very wealthy people did to make money, I was still working in the salon in the beginning. I didn't realize that it was helping to catapult my success because clients was, you know, still coming. And it wasn't just my clients. It was the hairstylist that was working next to me clients. Sometimes they were overhear conversations with me being on the phone. They wanted the product that I had. And so it made it very easy because we come in contact with people all the time. I was also promoting my business to get more clients. And then when I started to talk about what I was doing, they was just as interested in whatever else I was offering. And so here's what I would say. If you're a hairstylist right now and you're promoting your business, you know, your business usually is limited unless you're selling hair, you have some kind of product, it's usually limited to geographically where you're located at as far as a client coming to you. Well, now when you step into this arena, it opens you up to have a global business. So it doesn't matter if you're in the United States or you're the United Kingdom. It doesn't matter if you're in Ghana or if you're in Georgia. It doesn't really matter where in the world you are. You would now have access to having a business that you can literally say link in my bio. And that's a big, big deal right now for you to start to leverage, right? It puts you in a winning position to really maximize what it is that we have in our hand. The beautiful thing about this is that you don't have to be the expert. You don't have to be so knowledgeable about it. You're literally coming on board as a student. Like the beautiful thing about it as well is that Bitcoin is one of the cryptocurrencies that we actually purchase and we trade, but there's also so many more. Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, recently Superbid. There's so many more before they become popular, guys. You want to get in on this, not when it hits social media, not when everybody's talking about it. I'm not saying it's too late, but you really missed the perfect entry or the optimal entry. And so for hairstylists, we usually have some go get up in us. We go getters, right? We're entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? So we like beauty. And so just being attractive to the masses is going to attract the people to you. And so you're the perfect person to do what it is that we're doing. And the beautiful thing is that we have the blueprint to show you how to launch your business on the business side for those of you that are business minded, and how to really be successful trading and acquiring these cryptocurrencies if you just want to consume the product and be a consumer and an investor with us. So I believe, once again, it really had a tremendous effect on just my work ethic. You know, we got to do what we got to do. If we don't work, we don't eat as hairstylists. And so it had a big, big impact on my results for sure.
Wow, that's amazing. And guys, I really want to show you guys, particularly those who are, you know, salon owners who are business minded. And because just as Dr. China, the Bitcoin mommy said, there is a blueprint here. And so when you come in, you know, you already have, you know, maybe limited time, you already have a lot of things going on. You want to be able to leverage. First of all, you want to be able to get the proper education and the proper training. And so what you have access to, and once you guys are enrolled into our academy, you'll have access to the #1 digital currency academy in the world that gives you the top class training from FRX, DCX. I'm not sure if it's showing on your screen. It's showing up blank here. I'm not sure what's happening. But you get access to 4 different money academies, academies for cryptocurrency, academies that are also for FRX and HFX, that's higher frequency trading options. Now, I know all these things sound like, you know, Guapanese, right? It sounds like it doesn't even make sense. But the truth of the matter is you're able to have tools and resources, things that you can leverage your time, you know, when you're in the salon, you know, when you're managing your clients. And there's also a way how to leverage your clientele also. So we're definitely excited about Beauty and Bitcoin, and because we're going to be traveling, touring, and showing you exactly how you can do this, and packages that are going to be very beneficial for you, and that your money is working for you rather than you working for your money. So really quickly, I'm going to bring in one of our next amazing, beautiful hairstylists, Miss Jadonna, out there in Chicago. You know, I definitely say that this lady is a $1 trillion plug, you know, because through her, there have definitely been many. You know, I know that, you know, you've definitely kicked off this beauty and Bitcoin affair without even knowing, just by being somebody, you know, who first of all is business minded, but has a heart for the people, you know, who said, listen, you know, I know that I can make some money in this thing, but I got some people, I got some hairstylists, I got some girls that are grinding like me that can also, you know, get the bag while they get in the bag. So Queen Jadonna, Chi-Town's finest, are you out there? Hey, there you go. I see you. Go ahead and unmute. You should be able to unmute. There you go. Hey, how you doing?
Good. I had to answer my other line. So what was the question? I'm sorry.
Listen, I love it. Booked and busy all the time, right? No, we were just getting into the conversation, you know, being that you are also an entrepreneur out there in Chi-Town, putting people on, like you, the $1 trillion plug for real. So just kind of tell the people out here, like, you know, what it is that you do, you know, a little bit about your background and why you even said, you know, yes to being rich.
Okay. I'm an elementary educator during the week. I'm a hairstylist on the weekends. And Trillionaire is my best friend. So she said, hey, honey, I found the cream of the crop. She said, download MetaTrader 4 and profit options. I said, okay, because I'll let her lead me blind, okay? So we get on there, we messing around with one of the trades, what is it, NASDAQ 100? I made $1,500 in 5 minutes. So I was like, what? It was a wow factor to me.
I don't know if it's me, but the volume's dipped slightly.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? Everyone
Can everybody else hear? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear. Oh, there you go. It sounds better. There you go.
So yeah, it was a wow
That's
factor.
better.
And I was like, what? Is this simple? So then we go to pocket options. I hit $45, $70. And I'm like, girl, I don't even make this in a day. Not even in a whole day. So I was excited. So I was like, man, we got to talking about the tuition. Like you all said, you're not gonna learn this from nowhere. Basically, you could get your tuition back in a day, just on with the live educators. You know, she taught me that part. So it was a no-brainer, you know, especially, you know, it's like a financial freedom to me, you know.
Wow. So I want to show you guys a little bit about that pocket options life, you know, a little bit about the button pressing. Who's ready to push some buttons and really see this money in minutes for real? Because it sounds good, right? But there's one thing in being able to taste the pie. You know, you smell the pie, it smells good, it looks good. What about actually what it tastes like? So I want you guys to pull up options, what you downloaded at the beginning of this call, PO Trades on the phone, or pocket options on your laptop device. So go ahead and pull that up now. Go ahead and pull that up now. And I'm going to show you 4 clicks to get rich, okay? I'm going to show you just like Trillionaire showed Jadonna. Jadonna went ahead and showed April, Crystal, you know, and Jamila, look, you can already see the group economics of this thing right now, right? And I got something in store for you guys also that are definitely business minded and bossed up. So let me know when you guys are. Just drop P's in the chat if you've got your pocket options up and ready. And we're going to press the buttons and see, okay, how are you guys actually compounding this interest for real? Like, how are you guys making money in this space for real? And I want to just show you the simplicity of it. I am definitely not an educator. I'm a professional learner. I'm going to show you the source, you know, where we do get the answers from. Okay, I see you guys. I see you guys. So the first thing first, what you're going to find out is that if you know your ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, shapes and colors, you can actually profit. So yes, I know you thought that you needed to have some kind of economics degree and, you know, PhDs. Public high school diploma is fine around here. So you know their ABCs. If you know your ABCs, I want you to locate on the screen, should be somewhere in the top left-hand corner, some letters, okay, some letters. So you see on mine, it says EUR GBP. Okay, they're letters, they're actually currencies. Okay, I just want to go slow so I can bring everybody with me because it's gonna, trust me, it's gonna speed up real quick. So let me just click on this because some of you, if you've just downloaded it, this is what it may look like. So I want to start from where you are. So maybe it says a word like Alcoa, okay, this is a stock, by the way. So I want you to tap where you see that word, or maybe you see, you know, the GBP, USD, some letters. We're looking for words and letters, right? Tap on that. It's going to bring up, first of all, you'll see, if you're on the phone, it will look a little bit different, but you will see currencies. Currently, you can see on my screen, stocks is highlighted, but what we want is currencies, okay? So go ahead and tap on currencies. And then you guys, hopefully you guys are doing this. This is definitely a winning, not a watching situation. I really want you guys to get the feel of this. So what you should now see now are some 6-letter words, you know, or some initials rather, okay? You guys should see some initials. Okie dokie. So I want you just to select, where's USDJPY? In fact, that one's low. Okay, let's do AUDJPY. Select AUDJPY, okay? Hopefully you guys have got that. So now I said 1, 2, 3s, right? I said your 1, 2, 3s. Go ahead and let this person in. So if you look, mine is in a slightly different place. Yours may be in the bottom of the screen. Let me just do this. 1 second. Make sure you guys can see. So what you're looking for are the numbers that will be at the bottom of your screen, maybe even underneath the red button, the red arrow, okay? So let me know if you can see the 1, 2, 3s, basically the numbers where it says purchase time. Mine's at the side here, yours may be somewhere down here, okay? So just go ahead and click on those numbers and you'll see that there are M1, which is 1 minute, M2, which stands for 2 minutes, M3, which stands for 3 minutes, and M5, which stands for 5 minutes, okay? So you can see that. Go ahead and just have 1 minute selected, okay? M1, you want M1 to be selected. We're just gonna do a quick demonstration of this. And then the next thing, I said 4 steps, so that's 2 of the steps. So this number is quite important because this is how much money you're gonna make. So when you're hiring your money, you're in charge, you're the boss, right? So you get to say for how much and for how long, you know, till you get paid. So we've already said in 1 minute, we want to be paid. Now what we do is we can change our trade amount. Now, proper risk, what we learn in our academy from the experts is 1 to 3% of our account. So if you just open this account, it will have about $1,000 in it. So you want to do anything between 10 and 30, but it's completely up to you. But this is basically how you compound interest. You start with a small percentage and you grow that small percentage. So I'm going to stick with $25. Hopefully you guys are following. Okay, so we've done 3 steps. We did the ABCs, we did our timing, which was 1, 2, 3s, and also the money. So finally, the only 2 buttons that you're going to press after this, everything else is set. You know, you've set the time, you've set how much money you want to make. Now, this is the action part. This is how simple it is, guys. Are you ready for this information? You can see arrows, so that's your shapes. You can also see colors, 1 red, 1 green. The green arrow is pointing up. Okay, the green arrow is pointing up. That means if we press that, we're saying that the price, the movement in the market is going to go in the upwards direction. Okay, if we press the red button has an arrow pointing down. Okay, arrow pointing down, that means you want the market to move down. Now, if it moves up, it's a buy, and if it moves down, it's a sell. Remember that. If it moves up, it's a buy. We also call this a call, C-A-L-L. Somebody might want to drop it in the chat. Or buy-in. So up, buy, and call are all related to the green arrow, okay? And now we have a red arrow relating to sell and moving down. So hopefully you guys got that. You basically got your ABCs, which currently we've got it on AUDJPY. You've got your numbers, your 1, 2, 3s, which is our purchase time. We've got it set to 1 minute, which is M1. And we've also got our trade amount set to whatever it is that you chose, okay? Now what you guys are waiting for is for me to tell you which button we're gonna press, red or green, okay? Which one are we going to press, red or green? So I'm literally, the markets are moving really, really slow because they have just, are they even open? Yeah, they've just opened back. So just for the sake of demonstration, go ahead and press the, which one should we press? Okay, let's do, we're gonna do the red button, but we're gonna wait a moment. So get ready to press the red button. Get ready to press the red button. Wait for it. So I'm just watching a few indicators here. Oh, there we go, big push up. Go ahead and press it now. Go ahead and press the red button now. So guys, I am in and I'm in immediate profit. I took $25 for my purse, from my bank, from my total balance, and it's going to give me back $41.25. Again, I took $25 and it's giving me back an increase of 65%. Now, you guys may have not noticed, but each one of those letters, and go ahead and drop ones in the chat if you guys are in and if you guys are also in profit. That counted down really quickly. I've got 8 seconds left. 7, well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, and I am out of that trade. You guys, anybody win that trade? That was super fast. That did not feel like 1 minute whatsoever. That really felt like a couple of seconds, and now it's moving down. I'm going to go ahead and press it one more time. It's definitely going in the direction that we want it to. Okay, so it was 45 seconds there, but guess what? Look, I've got a bigger payout now. I've got a 70% payout. So what you're seeing is that what you risk, you get a bigger reward. So I put in $25, but I'm actually going to get $42.50 back, you know, but my risk stays the same. So go ahead and drop some green bubbles in the chat. We are in profit, guys, and I'm in profit. Who's in profit? I want to hear you guys. I don't hear. Let me see the chat, because I know you guys like to cut up in the chat. Like, go ahead and drop your ones if you guys are in profit. I want to, and drop your dollar amount. How much are you guys up? I'm about to clear this trade in 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm looking here. Look, 42.50, 2, 1. Cleared. There you go. It says congratulations down there. I've just earned $32.50, guys. So we did that in less than 5 minutes. We did that in less than 5 minutes. Crazy, right? Now, just like Jadonna said, as soon as she saw that, she was like, okay, where do I sign, right? But let me show you how we've just done that. Because it's one thing, you know, we were just guessing. We were just really guessing. There were some things that I identified. But you don't have to guess when you're plugged into experts, you know? You don't have to guess when you've got $1 million banking software. And when you guys partner with us today, this is what you also have access to. And this is what we also want to help you as business owners present to those clients that you guys are connected to. And I want to show you how that can bring you up a bag also. So we were just doing HFX, okay? Whether you know it or not, we were doing higher frequency. That means that it was a time-based trade, okay? Cleared again. Jamilah cleared twice. Go ahead and drop you guys profits in the chat. I'm loving this. Imagine coming to a free call and making some money, right? Imagine if you had access to this every single day. So you get tools that have strategies that actually show you when to press the button. Look, this is actually recently being updated. There's a red arrow. It's telling you to go down. It's telling you which pair, USD, JPY. Wow. I can even keep scrolling. It's got Euro USD. It's telling me again to go down. It's even telling me 2 out of 5. You know, it's recently been updated, so we get 2 out of 5 confirmations now. This looks really scary. I know it looks like the boogeyman, but trust me, like we learn how to, what we're looking for. You know, if you can follow directions, you definitely will do well in this space. Let me see. Let me show you guys one more thing, and then I'm gonna bring in Crystal. I know who is out there, and then we'll go ahead and wrap. So let me show you guys our TV network that you guys have access to, because you may be a visual learner like me. Okay, you definitely may be a visual learner like me. So this is what I like to call Get Paid TV. Get Paid TV. As you guys can see, you can choose from a variety of languages. It's available. Our academy is global, guys, from Spanish, Swedish, Mandarin, Japanese, Hindi, French, Czechoslovakian, Dutch. We got it all here. And even better, look, this is a big wealth indication right here. These are our most watched educators of the week. These are multimillionaires, guys, multimillionaires that you can connect to, you can plug into, you know, and get the bag while they're getting their bag. And just like what I did, I told you to press the red button. I told you what letters to go to. These guys are doing that all through the day. And look, 70,000 people tapped into this lady. We call her Millie Mills that pays the bills. There's not going to be 70,000 people watching her if they ain't making no money, trust me. And then you can see the numbers here. Most of them HFX, but you know, FRX, with all the differences is that this is time-based. We basically put in a trade for the minute. With FRX, it's the same thing, but there's just no time clock. You can be in a trade for months if you wanted to, okay? Okay. And let me show you really quickly what one of these sessions looks like. I'll show you the one that I was on today with Millie Mills, if it allows me to bring it up. And as I'm bringing this up, I don't know if I have Crystal out there. Crystal is also one of our Chi-Town's finest hairstylist extraordinaires. I want you to come in and just let us know, like, what is your favorite inside the platform, a little bit about yourself, and also why you said yes to this space. You should be able to come off mute, Crystal.
All right, let's see what's happening here, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Let me turn this down so everyone can hear you. So go ahead and let us know a little bit about you, your background, and why you said yes to this space.
Okay. Well, just like Jadonna, I'm a hairstylist. She's actually my cousin.
Oh, wow.
And I have a background in real estate. I was a real estate agent and a loan officer one time. So what made me interested was that the opportunity to make money on my own, to be able to raise my children and be able to be at home and trade all day, every day, anytime I wanted to.
Wow. And what's your favorite thing to do inside the space? Do you have a favorite educator?
I don't as of yet. I'm fairly new at this, but I'm looking to, you know, get to know everyone and learn their platform and how they work.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's so exciting. It's so good to hear a newbie's perspective, because I think the biggest thing is that people feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know enough, you know, and being in the hair industry, being in the beauty industry, that's a creative space. I'm a creative myself. So I know for me, I completely carry myself out because I thought it was all charts, lines and graphs. And how was I ever going to figure that stuff out? You know, I wasn't strong in school, you know, as an academic. And so being that you are the newest of everybody in the space, what would you say to the new person out there? And when it comes to kind of getting to grips with everything, like the support that you get, or like what's been your biggest takeaway that you've enjoyed so far? And that's basically, you know, still got you here and still got you, you know, ready and hungry to catch the bag.
Well, my advice to someone new is to don't feel overwhelmed, because it's so much information, but it's so many people available to teach you, to show you the ropes. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of resources to give it a try, you know, to use the resources.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so good. And, you know, just like you said, you know, when you're like new at anything, everything seems like, whoa, like really so much. It's almost like being in the middle of a forest, right? So I love the fact that, you know, every single one of you guys that I spoke tonight, that you really come together as a unit. You know, you support each other. You know I speak to Jadonna on occasion, you know, quite regularly. I also speak to Trillionaire as well. And I love the fact that you guys are all, like I said, the group economics of it. It's like a each one teach one situation. And we have so many educators, guys. We have over 200 experts. One of them you're looking at right now. Let me go ahead and pull this back and show you how simple it is to follow instructions. Let's see if you guys can hear. Can you guys hear?
$322.
Okay.
It was that drop. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put in that chat box, what are your zones? What are your zones? What zones are you in right now? Okay, just put in the chat box. I'm just curious.
So what she's actually asking everybody, she's basically giving people the exact price to enter at, and she's even checking to see, okay, like what was the price? What price did you get? And she'll literally sit on, she's put the GBP, JPY on the screen. I don't know if you guys are watching there, giving you all the instructions, let you know if it was an up trade or a down trade. And she'll literally sit on the whole session with you until you've got your profits. And that's the kind of support that we have here from people who are professionals in their industry. So all that being said, I know you guys are thinking, okay, so what is it I need to get going? Like, I'm just ready to get started. Like, just show me the buy-in. Like, what do I do? First of all, congratulations. Like, I always love working with bosses, but at the end of the day, this is something that isn't unique when it comes to paying for education. I know you guys, some of you may have been to college, may have been to university, where paying for education is completely the norm. As you can see on the screen, you've got Harvard University, one of the top-notch universities in the world, right, that are also doing introductory classes to what we call blockchain technology and Bitcoin. So this isn't just for the beauty industry. This is going to be global. Bitcoin is how we're actually doing money. It's definitely the future. I showed you earlier that the future of everything has gone digital and money is soon to follow. So a course like this at Harvard, shout out, if you've been to college, drop C's in the chat. If you know Sally Mae, somebody that interferes every month in your pay packet, because when you go normally to college or higher education, you normally have to pay the price, which is a price that normally you can't pay up front. Now, this is $2,000, almost $3,000 for a semester, right? Almost $3,000 for a semester. Okay, that's cheap compared to, the hundreds of thousands that some people actually pay for their education. Normally, you have to go and acquire some kind of loan. There's that compounded interest again. Okay, this one is really cheap actually compared to industry standard. It's $2,000 for the entire program for 6 weeks. Okay, $2,000. This is in Cambridge University, a very prestigious university here in the UK. So I want to just compare this to what we have right here. So you're getting 6 weeks of online education. There's that digital aspect of where we are in life. It's online, so no face-to-face in-person teaching at all. And you get 4 to 6 hours a week. Okay, 4 to 6 hours a week. And that would cost you $2,000. Again, that is actually, pretty competitive. Well, let's have a look at what we've got. So I've shown you one of the tools, what we use to trade HFX, which was called Hourglass. But we have so many different tools, right? We have one tool called the harmonic scanner here. Oh, I've realized I just changed all the information. But this pumps out 200 trades in a week, in a day on average, and gives you 19 hours of learning. And as you can see, there are many more. There are definitely many, many more. There are actually over 30 different tools in our academy. So for 4 to 6 hours a week for 2,000, if you've got, if you times 30 by, I don't know, just 10 hours a week, there is so many hours. Also the TV channel, which is 24/7. So how much do you think you're going to pay for something like that? That's basically the bottom line. If it's $2,000 to get 4 to 6 hours, then how much are you going to pay to get more or less unlimited access all through the day? I don't know if anybody wants to drop an idea in the chat. But what I do want to say is that if you're literally this person that said, you know what, I'm open to learning. I really like that HFX stuff. I like pressing those buttons. I've seen a couple hundreds. I don't know how it happened or what happened, but I would really like to have access to that. If that's you, go ahead and drop access. Go ahead and drop access. Even better, go ahead and text the person who invited you. Send me the link. I am ready. Send me the link. I'm ready to learn how to level up, how to compound my interest. And what you're going to do, you're going to get to a page similar to this, and you want to go ahead and press elite. Okay, you want to go ahead and press elite, and let me show you why and what that means. So here you can already see the breakdown. For the Elite Academy, you're getting access to 3 of the money academies. That's FRX, that's your foreign exchange. That's where all the money in the world lives. That's where you're able to trade things like gold, US 30, you know, things like the Dow Jones. That's those that may have heard of the NAS, things of that nature, things that you might not even have heard of now, but I'm sure you've heard of the US dollar. I'm sure you've been abroad, maybe to a different country where you've had to exchange it. Maybe you went to Mexico. So when you went to Mexico, you exchange it for the peso. And every time an exchange is made, someone is paid. Now with the FRX Academy, it teaches you how you can be the someone who gets paid, right? You also have Higher Frequency Academy. That's what we just did today. That's our money in minutes. That's time-based trading. And each of these academies, as you can see, on their own would cost you let's call it $235, okay? That's a one-time payment of $235 each for the single academies, like DCX, which is your Bitcoin education. That's your crypto academy. You learn everything about crypto. And you also get, when you get a single academy, one tool and access to that particular channel. But why we love Elite, instead of paying for each of these individually and getting only one tool, you get all of that as well as all of these add-ons. You get a swipe coin. That's an app that sends you directly to your phone. Money alerts. You get gold coat. You get bounce back, pivots, levels. Look at all this freedom. Don't you love the name of that? Freedom. Shout out to those who just celebrated Juneteenth at the weekend. Hourglass. Look, all of this would be a subtotal of almost $1,000. Almost $1,000 if you were to tally up and get all those things individually. But today, somebody drop in the chat today, you actually get a discount of $659. That's almost $700, guys. So all of that just for $325. $325 gets you in. That's your initial payment. That's crazy. I don't know if you saw or heard what we did right now, but you're able to make up to $6.7 trillion a day. That's how much money is available. And I don't know what you guys have ever studied in college or, you know, gone and got a degree for, but the average degree doesn't come with a job at the end of it where there is a $6.7 trillion earning potential every single day. That's phenomenal. And any degree that you get, you don't necessarily get a guarantee that you're going to get whatever the job is at the end of it, where here you're able to hire yourself. You're able to give yourself your own pay rise. And what I love about this is levels the playing field. So it gives the average person access. Somebody say access. So no more Sally Mae, don't worry. You know, for the year, it costs you still less than $3,000. Most people, you know, maybe you can access that, but you don't have to go through all that again. You don't have to get letters every month telling them how much you owe. You can literally pay in installments each and every month. You can access all the apps, all the tools, the TV network with over 200 educators, the trading plan, which we didn't even get into and break down today, the academy where all the education is. I'm talking the Bitcoin Academy. I'm talking the Higher Frequency Academy, what you did tonight, learning more about that, right? And the Foreign Exchange Academy. Guys, you get access for $275 every single month. And to me, what in England, we say that's cheap as chips. But this academy is definitely not your average academy. You see, all education is definitely not created equally. And what they give you day one, once you enroll, you actually qualify for what we call your scholarship, but they will actually pay all of your fees for you. So if you're anything like Jadonna, if you're anything like Jamilah, if you're anything like Crystal, and Trillionaire, I don't even know if you're out there. I didn't even get to hear from you today, but I'm going to bring you in as well just to wrap up, to come and talk to the people. If you're anything like the person that sat there thinking, oh my gosh, my cousin could do with this, you know, they just lost their job. Oh my God, my nephew, you know, he's been dealt a tough hand. You know, maybe they've been incarcerated and, you know, now looking at the cards that life dealt and they can't really get a job. You know, you're looking and thinking, well, you know, my son is always playing on that Xbox upstairs or the PlayStation. Maybe you could learn how to do what I just did, you know, press an up arrow, a red arrow, or a green arrow and make some money in minutes. If that's you, then welcome to the club. Welcome to Impact. Welcome to the our mission of impacting 1 million families. This means that you would get a scholarship because you have referred to other people. You've thought more than yourself. And I just want to bring in Trillionaire real quick. I want to show you also how, if you're thinking like that, if you're a business owner, this was for bosses and business owners, and how this can really benefit you. Somebody who recently gave themselves a $12,000 a year pay rise and is close to doubling that, you know, to another $24,000 a year. And then after that, she's going for the 60K mark. That's before she even put in one trade. Trillionaire, Chi-Town's finest, my prophetic angel, are you out there? Well, let me see if you can unmute. Should be able to unmute. Drop me a message. Let me know if you're able to come in, Trillionaire. Okie dokie. Well, while Trillionaire's coming to the forefront, I'm going to show you something that I don't really show the average person. This is definitely reserved for the boss, the people that are business minded. Oh, 1 second. For some reason, it's not showing on there. So let me bring up something else really quickly. Okay, let's do this. So before we wrap, I'd definitely be remiss if I didn't show you guys this. You know, this is something that most people, you know, they kind of shy away from in the beginning because they don't really understand group economics. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be here. And if it wasn't for this, Jamilah wouldn't be here. You know, most of the people that you saw on the line today wouldn't be here. Give me a second. I don't know why I can't find it. And then Trillionaire, let me know if you're able to come in real quick before we wrap up. If I can't get this up, we'll have to wrap. We have been on here over an hour. I have no idea. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, I'm not sure where that's gone. That's a big deal for me as well. Let me see something. Okay, so it's definitely not going to let me bring this up today. It's kind of gone a little bit crazy. They say low tech, high check, right? Let me try one more thing. I have no idea where it's gone. Okay, well, that's a shame, but I definitely urge you to get back with the person who invited you so they can tell you more, you know? I definitely want to, let's stop the share so you guys can see me. There we go. And I definitely want to urge the person that sat here and thought, you know what, you know, I like the sound of the scholarship. I like the sound of being able to have all my school fees waived, but I've got a bunch of people, like more people that would definitely love to know about this. You know, I really would like to educate people where I'm from, you know, the young people, maybe even people in ministry, you know. Financial education isn't something that we've been taught, you know, in our communities. And if you're anything like Trillionaire, I would have loved you guys to hear her and hear her vision. You know, she definitely had a trillionaire vision, a vision that was bigger than her, a vision for the whole of Chicago, wanting financial literacy centers, you know, in the whole of Chicago, you know, and because of her dream, you know, she's gone ahead and she's definitely walking in it. She doesn't just have a dream now, she has a vehicle that can take her from where she is now and many like her to where they want to be. So shout out to our amazing trillionaire who, like I said, just gave herself a $12,000 a year pay rise. And if you guys are out there and thinking, okay, I'm into this beauty and Bitcoin thing, you know, I'm a salon owner, I'm a business owner, shout out to whoever invited you. You want to reach back to them. You definitely want to get yourself locked in the system. And we have some very unique packages that we're going to be doing with beauty and Bitcoin all summer long. That's going to put you in a driver's seat to make some immediate returns. And this is even before you put in one trade. So I'm super duper excited for you guys. I definitely want to see you guys at the top, because I know one thing, it's way, way, way too crowded at the bottom. Blessings, guys. All I want for Christmas is Bitcoin, baby, and for New Year's, and for birthday, and my birthday, and every day.